Yo, what's up guys, I'm back with another video, and today we're going to sim the entire 2023 Stanley Cup playoffs. See who EA will predict to win the cup this year. Don't remember who it was last year. I don't think I did it last year actually, now that I think about it. But before every single game one of the first round, I'll be saying who I think will win and why. Just a little brief explanation about it. So for this series, Colorado I think is going to win, simply because Seattle does not have a goalie. And game one will go to the Avs. This series, I actually think Vegas will win it. It will be a really hard-fought series. Hellebuck's going to steal a few games for Winnipeg, but not enough. Vegas will win. And if they can get their goalie back, wow, they will be a pretty good team. This one, Boston's going to win, no matter what. Florida sucks. I don't think they even should have made the playoffs. This one, I think the Islanders will take it to 7, but Carolina will win because Carolina just has better experience in playoffs. But I say Islanders taking it 2-7 for simply the fact that they don't have Svechnikov, and Islanders have Carolina has a lot of injuries. Next, Minnesota will not win this series, simply because I don't know who's going to start for their goalie, and Altinger's a really good goalie, and that's really what I'm basing it off of. Islanders offense, Minnesota's offense might help them steal a few games. I think Dallas, Minnesota will definitely go to 7 though. Dallas will win that series though. I got Edmonton beating LA just simply the fact of Edmonton's hot right now. Connor McDavid's unbelievable. Draisaitl's unbelievable. Nugent Hopkins is unbelievable. Hyman's unbelievable. We have so many players that are doing a lot of work. Comb's been great. We're one of the best teams in the league since the trade deadline. And LA, we've proven we can beat them. They've proven that they can beat us. I think it will be a 5-game series. Edmonton will win in 5, just because we're a better team. Toronto will not pass the first round this year. I think Andrei Vasilevsky's going to steal the series for Tampa Bay. And I think the New York Rangers will take the series against the New Jersey Devils, simply for the fact that New Jersey does not have playoff experience. So, they're going to have to have that experience, but definitely think New Jersey will be back next year, and they'll go farther next year. This year, they were eliminated for 1. We're just going to keep going, and we'll only watch the final minutes of the final games. So for the Stanley Cup Finals, all the games will be slow simmed, and we'll find out who's going to win then. But as of right now, let's just talk about playoffs. Leave in the comments, who do you guys think is going to win the Stanley Cup this year? I personally think Edmonton will win it. I feel like this is their year. We had a really good run last year, and there's really no challengers that scare us in the West, except for Colorado. Colorado might take us for a run, but I still think we would beat Colorado, but I think that we should definitely make it to the finals for sure. So I'm gonna say Connor McDavid's gonna have say historic playoff run. He's gonna have like 40 points, and Draisaitl's gonna have like in the 30s. Hopkins will have near 30 points. Hyman will have nearing 30 points. Ekholm's really going to help this team. go far, so he's been to the finals before, and he knows what it takes to shut down guys, especially in the playoffs. So how are you guys feeling going into the playoffs? Is your team out? Is your team in? Leave that in the comments down below too. You know, it is a very sad time though, because obviously Pittsburgh or the Washington Capitals are not in the playoffs. And, not that they would make it far, but you know, it's just showing that it's an end of an era, and a whole lot of teams there. A whole lot of the good older players who were good in their prime were like, oh yeah, we're about to retire anyways. Like Crosby, like all that era is just like it's ending. We know that now. The new era is starting, and I like the new era just because Edmonton's good in it. But I love the old era. The old era was sweet. Like 2010s is when I grew up watching 2010s, so it'll be fun. But okay, second round. Colorado facing Minnesota. Edmonton faces Golden Knights. Boston, Toronto. So actually, this game predicted Toronto's going to pass the first round. And Carolina, New York. Okay, so game one for this series, if it actually happens, I think Colorado will take that no matter what. But it would be a challenging test, especially if Minnesota gets good goaltending. Edmonton, Vegas, I think Edmonton will win. We've had Vegas' number all year. Yeah, they don't really have the team to make it to the finals. This is like first ever playoffs, so they don't have the team. Vegas would definitely make it farther next year, but this year they don't have the team. They need a better goalie. Boston, Toronto. I don't see Toronto getting past the first round, but if it does happen, then it would be an exciting series, but I think Boston would take it no matter what. But it would go to 7, because, you know, they always go to 7. And looks like Minnesota's going to sweep Colorado. Nope, Colorado holds on. No, Carolina, New York. This is one that I've actually predicted, along with the Edmonton Oilers series. I see New York beating Carolina, especially if Carolina does not get Svechnikov back. Then I see it being a really hard time for Carolina to go far. They'll definitely pass the first round against the Islanders, but I don't see them passing the Rangers if Svechnikov is not back. If Svechnikov is back, he's going to go to 7, and they might take it, but I would still say the Rangers, no matter what. Okay, fuck. I knew I was going to do that one time in this fucking video. I mean, it had to happen. So obviously this game has Minnesota winning in 6 and Carolina winning in 6. Obviously Carolina having Svechnikov in this. They also have Edmonton going to 7 games and losing. So I don't think that's how it would work out. But Boston beats Toronto in 7. I would say if Toronto was to win the cup, they would have to beat Boston in 7 games in that second round. So they get past first round, they slayed one demon, and they gotta slay the Boston Bruins for the second demon, and then they gotta go past the conference final and win the cup. That's the only way I see them winning it. all the Canadian teams now are eliminated, so who do you guys think is going to win the Stanley Cup out of these 4 teams, if this is the 4 teams that were left? I'll give you my preview now. Vegas, they would lose. I think Marc-Andre Fleury would love to get his revenge on them, and Boston, they just swept the Carolina Hurricanes. I can see that happening. Boston moves going all the way to the final. Minnesota will try and fight back, but fall short. Vegas, Boston in the finals. Let's slow sim it. If it's a close game, we'll hop in. If it's not a close game, we're not hopping in at all. But let's see. Pastrnak gets on the board early. Marchessault ties it up later on in the period. I don't know why, but Boston in the Stanley Cup Finals just seems right. William Karlsson will score on power play. 2-1 Vegas in game 1. 3-1 Vegas is Barbashev. Yeah, scores on a power play as well, and that one in the first period. 3-1. Second period now. Boston should definitely have to make a comeback now. William Karlsson scores again in the second period. I think this is it. Vegas is going to win this game, and Vegas will take game 1, even though there's still lots of time left. But I don't see the simming bringing Boston back from 4. But they're going to try, as Garrett Hathaway scores on after William Karlsson got a hat trick. So you know, I've seen more bizarre things, but I think Boston will not, especially since the timer is running out. So Boston, Tyler Bertuzzi. Okay, David Krejci. Okay, maybe they can. We're gonna jump in to this. It's a close game. Like I said, close games. Watch the last few minutes. Vegas, Boston. Here we go. The reason why I'm not doing this for every series is because if you've seen the timer at the bottom, it's a complete 20-minute game. So, yeah, that's why.
In the final moments of this period, the Golden Knights are in an offensive battle tonight. They lead it 5-4. And now he moves it to Marchand. Can't make the connection on the pass. Along the half wall with the puck. Huge steal in his own end. Enters the offensive zone from the left. Puck picked up by Marchand. Wassaw's going to slow things down and opts for the whistle.
He's had a really good night. He's been on top of his game, and there's not been much that's given him trouble.
Officials ready to drop the puck and get things back underway.
I definitely don't see Vegas going this far.
Slides in off the wing after the centerman tied him up. Can't make it work. Marchessault's got it against the boards. Good fight for the puck along the boards. And that's snapped away in the defensive end by Marchand. And now it's over to Bergeron. Sends the pass in front. Oh, he comes up with a stop. Moves it quickly over to Eichel. The Golden Knights take it across the line. Boston's got control of it now from their own end. Nearing the final 60 seconds in this one. Vegas looks to get things going now with the puck. To his teammate! And that pass doesn't go. Into the offensive zone. And tries to make a diagonal pass to McAvoy. Wassaw's got the puck. Boy, he's been under fire tonight.
Been really sharp, and in a close game, you can't make a mistake that costs a critical goal.
Extra attacker at one end, but an empty net at the other as this face-off looms.
Yeah, you draw the play up, you look for the face-off win for a quick shot.
Boston's got it, and they're on the attack. Gets his stick on it. Puck scooped up by Smith. settles things down and gets control of it once again. And that doesn't reach the net. Along the boards, they battle for the puck back and forth. And it's a quick pass to Saka. Moves it around along the half wall. Right on the doorstep. From the boards, he takes that pass. Boston's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone. Made the stop on that play. Picked up along the wall by Krejci. That's off a stick. And the referee caught that trip on the play. We've got a delayed penalty coming up.
David Krejci on the box for tripping.
Huge face-off here as they step out with the power play unit.
3 seconds left. Vegas taking this game.
The Bruins take possession off the face-off. And we are all over with this one tonight. 1-0. It's not do or die, but how important is that win?
Well, you feel better about yourself. You feel like you've got the leg up, which you do. And now you put so much pressure on your opponents for Game 2.
Well, what a night of hockey, and the intensity will only continue to ramp up at the next playoff game, and we will see you all then here at EA Sports.
But, you know, maybe we're going to imagine an amazing elite starter. Like that would ever happen. But yeah, this is going to do it for Game 1. We move on to Game 2. No early goals in this one, so maybe this one will be a closer game, you know? Okay, wow. Okay, Bergeron scores, and Barbashev scores like instantly after on power play. So. Boston took penalty off the draw, I'm assuming. Let's continue soon. Okay, Boston. Holy shit, I looked at my phone for 1 second and you guys go off. Bertuzzi, Marchand, Grizzlick, and Bergeron with his second. Eichel trying to start to come back to Vegas. I don't think he'll do what Boston did last time. So I think that will do it for this game. And Boston just lost another one. 6-2 in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. 4 goals in the second for Boston. Helps them get past the Golden Knights. Going to the next game. Alright, again, no early goals. Okay, 2 goals for Boston in the first period. Orlov and David Krejci, the ageless wonder. Nothing Boston. Let's see if Vegas will come back here on home ice for them. Okay, Alex Petrangelo and then Orlov on the empty netter. Ends it. Jack Eichel. Okay, wow. Okay, 1-0. Vegas. Vegas actually opens the scoring in this one. And there's a 1-0 after 1. Start the second. This game's turning competitive, really. Boston just needs 1 goal to tie up the game, and Vegas looks to get an insurance marker, and Garrett Hathaway ties up the game. Brad Marchand gives Boston the lead. Now, just like that, Vegas has to try and will out another goal in them. Will they do it? Well, we will find out in the next one. No, I'm joking. We're actually going to honestly, I don't take this one as Vegas' home jersey. I take it as their alternate. That one's their home. Alright, well, let's see who will come out on top. Will it be Boston or will? Or I should actually say, will Boston take a 3-1 series lead, or will Vegas tie it up at 2? Game 4, if Boston wins, they
Here
go back
in the
to
late
Boston.
going to the period,
To a chance
the
to win the
Bruins
cup.
lead at 2-1 in what has been an entertaining game thus far. Here's a short pass to Barbashev. And he's taken down, the official's arm signaling for a penalty.
Tripping to Jack Eichel. Vegas' best player.
The Bruins with an all-important power play opportunity here.
You can really gain some momentum on your first power play, even if you don't score. Get some chances, make it a positive event.
More time off the clock as they grab the puck. Moves it over to Petrangelo. Here they come on the attack down the left side. Maintains possession. Great defensive effort with the strip. Let's see what the officials are calling.
Now they're going 4 on 4.
I don't know that there's any time for an undisciplined penalty that could be a good one. With a 1-goal lead is definitely not it.
They'll play some 4-on-4.
The best skaters are the ones that are best on 4-on-4 with that little bit extra room. If you can work yourself into a little 2-on-1 spot, you can create some chances.
Can Vegas tie it
Picked
up?
up along the boards by McAvoy. Quick pass to Stevenson. Oh, they couldn't connect on the play. Under a minute
No,
to
Vegas
go
does
here
not
in
have their best
regulation
player on
time.
the ice, and
Looks to pass it to Stevenson. Quick feed to Petrangelo.
we'll have to see if they can
Sends it to the middle.
do something.
And that goes
Martinez,
off someone in
you
front.
guys remember
The
that
Golden Knights
time
really
in
need
LA?
a goal here. They
He
pulled the
actually won
goalie
the
and the
Stanley
extra
Cup for
attackers
them,
out.
and that was
Misses the
one of the
net.
best. So 5 on 4 now.
Along the
Up,
board to the empty net.
blocked.
And that's
What a
broken
block
up.
by Martinez.
Steps
If
into
not,
the
that would
offensive
have
end.
all in all the way.
Here's a chance. Boston's got a hold of the puck now. Moves it to Bergeron. Gaining
Martinez is
momentum
back,
along
but
the
he might
wing.
block this one.
To the empty net. And that goes off.
Petrangelo
Force off the
blocks
body.
it and gets it up to Marshall.
Oh,
So
and that's poked away in
there-
the offensive
10
zone
seconds
by
left.
Bergeron. From the right side, he goes to the middle of the neutral zone.
big save.
And he was locked in on that save as play continues. Denies him again.
Omar cover with 1.7 seconds left. 5 on 4. Advantage as Vegas is in the net.
Extra attacker out here with
Here.
the empty net on the
This
line
is
with
a
his
big
face
one.
off.
A lot of pressure
Vegas
on the
wins the draw.
centerman.
They
You
got to
need
shoot
the
it
face off.
instantly. I think they're just going to shoot right off the face off. No, they will lose the draw. And
That's it. There's the
Boston
final horn to close this one up.
we'll have a 3-1 advantage going in to game number 5 of the Stanley Cup
Well,
Finals.
a big win here tonight, and they take a commanding 3-1 lead.
That's a crushing loss for their opponents. You're in the series at 2-1.
No matter what, we're going to be watching the final minutes of this period, or of the third period. Close or not, especially if it's for Boston. I think Boston's winning by a whole lot. (3-1) Boston, 15-5 through the playoffs. Jack Eichel has done everything in his power, and he might lose. I mean, it would be his fault anyways. But we'll see how far this one goes without a goal. And Jack Eichel, there on cue. Orlov ties it up. Something I've realized in this finals that Boston has been really good at doing is getting that lead after they tie it up. So David Pastrnak and Dmitry Orlov after first 2-1 Boston. Cup's in the building. Vegas ties it up early in the second. Brad Marchand gives them back the lead though on the power play. It's tough for Vegas. Pretty much Vegas is going to have to try to score late in this period or early next period, and that's where I see a tie game. But other than this, I think Boston will keep it. Boston's going to try to hold on, and Boston's really good at getting insurance goals. But Vegas, if they can just get one, I can see this being an interesting finish. Boston will get the insurance marker with a minute 43 left. And the Boston Bruins, with a 2-goal lead, could possibly win the cup here right now.
Here in the late going of the frame, the Bruins have some breathing room as they lead by a pair. It's 4-2. They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. Takes a bump but still hangs on to the puck. Stopped with the blocker by Slaw. Great poke by Cole.
save there. He's battling for position, battling for a sight line. He can't really see much through that screen, but he still makes a save.
Uses the force on that hit. Boston's got the puck in their own end. Takes the pass. Now a quick pass to Orlov. Moves it up through the middle from the right. Taken by Smith. Approaching the final minute of regulation. Moves the puck over to Orlov. Boston's moving it along the wing. And now he angles it across to Coyle. Broken up by Martinez. Wassau's going to hang on to that one for a whistle.
Quickly on top of that, James. He needed a cover there.
Here in this third period, and look who's in the building tonight. Will we see it hoisted?
First time I ever saw the Stanley Cup in person. It was just like this, being put on the table. I was broadcasting, and I couldn't believe how beautiful the trophy is.
Looks like lineups are set, and they're ready to get things back underway. The Golden Knights win the draw. Moves it quickly over to Theodore. Passes it to Smith. Vegas plays the puck along the boards. The Golden Knights have pulled the goaltender here. They've got the extra attacker out on the ice in hopes of a goal. Oh, and it just stays out as he gets a piece of it with the glove.
Empty net for Vegas.
Had a solid night here. Save percentage is really good. Wow, they've built a comfortable lead.
20 seconds left. White Cloud
Taken along the wall by Carlson. Pass to Eichel.
cannot seem to hold the puck. And Boston is your 2023 Stanley Cup
and now he tries to get
champions
to Smith.
via EA.
And there it is! Never gets tired of saying this. Your Stanley Cup champions.
What a performance. They were on this series. They were detailed. They laid out a plan, and they followed it as tightly as they could. They deserve to hoist them up.
David Pastrnak, he will be your Conn Smythe winner.
What's going through your mind as you see the cup come out?
Jealousy, but also to see who's going to get to hold the thing over their head first.
And here comes the captain to skate over and collect the Stanley Cup. And Ray, I don't care how many times you won this never gets old.
Well, how could it? I mean, it's so hard to win. Everything has to go right for you to win the Stanley Cup. And here he is again, and he'll be first to hoist it over his head.
And look who's hoisting a Stanley Cup again. Ray, this is starting to become routine.
Well, it is, but here's the thing, is like you don't just get to show up and win the cup. You've got to be good enough to be on the best teams year after year. He has been, and here he wins again.
Pass it to Pastrnak.
Ray, we typically look to the big guns to produce, but you know what? If you're going to win a Stanley Cup, you need secondary scoring. There was one with an exclamation mark.
Oh, the worker bees have to show up. They've got to give energy. They've got to kill penalties. And if you can chip in with a big goal or two, it's a bonus. He had a fantastic Stanley Cup playoffs.
Give it to Pastrnak.
Well, here was a key contributor, tied for most goals on the team en route to a Stanley Cup win, Ray.
Well, I was just most impressed with how he played game to game. And then at some point in the playoffs, I'm like, he's scoring all the time. A key contributor offensively and a Stanley Cup champion now.
And as they gather for the
Well,
team
we're going to
photo,
end the video
there
on
are
the
your
picture
Stanley
screen.
Cup champions.
This is the emotional picture, the one with the cup inside.
I hope you